Fezzes. My first time in New Orleans. You guys are spoiled. I'm like, what, they live here? This is where they live? It's brilliant. I love it.
Let's jump right into it. Seeing how this is all about time travel, take us travel back a few years ago before Doctor Who. What was your life like before all this happened?
Oh gosh, well, it was different. I was an actor, I was doing a lot of theatre, and that was wonderful. And what's amazing about sort of Doctor Who is that you realise it's such a sort of family environment that you're welcomed into. Or in my case, not very, very welcome. They were like, who's this young guy? He's not the Doctor. And then suddenly your life changes quite drastically because you move away, you go and live in Cardiff for sort of 9 months, and then you get to come and do things like this, really. And actually, I brought my best friend, who I've known for like my whole life, has come with me to New Orleans. He's here, Bonnie, come here, come on. This is my best friend in the world. So he can come and say, oh no, this is good. We still hang out. So ultimately, my point is, my life is exactly the same, apart from, going to work on Doctor Who. Does that make any sense?
Before we get to fake questions, we had a monumental episode during Christmas, and it was your departure, which made everyone in this room extremely sad. But as you look back now and looking at the past few years, what are your thoughts like? Where's your mind at? How do you just describe this epic journey of the past few years?
God, it's so hard, really. I mean, I saw Stephen the other night because I was just in a play, and he came to see the play, and we were just sort of catching up, and he'd been hanging out with Karen because she's in LA, and just sort of like we just have so many wonderful memories of different Comic-Cons and of being part of that show and of this sort of family environment where you really feel like it is a shared culture and a shared world, and I just feel, I don't know, I look back and I feel very proud and very, just pleased that I got to play that guy as well. He's the dude.
You didn't just have large shoes to fill, you had like 10 large compared to shoes to fill.
Yeah.
So was it what you expected as you began that role and as you included it?
Well, I mean, I was so nervous, because David was such a fantastic doctor. And he's such a cool guy as well. So is John Hurt, by the way. Russell was so great. And so we were aware, for my money, I was really lucky that I had Stephen Moffat, who I just think is a great genius. And then I met Karen and Arthur, who it was so happened that we got on really well, and then we got to travel the world and just be sort of mad together, really.
I love your socks!
Thank you! I'm a fan of white socks, they're my long flourish today.
We have now, I can't even see the mic. Where's the mic over on this side? I'm sorry, I'm seeing it. Okay, she's been waiting and staying at that microphone for like 2 hours.
No, really?
This person. So, please, what's your name?
Sarah?
Go ahead.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Here we are in New Orleans. What's going on? Oh, that was good.
I'm going to give you a moment over here. Yeah, give you a moment. It's really me.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, I don't think
I'd like to know, what's the scariest episode you've ever filmed? Like, you've ever been in?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. Well, I think it's sort of dependent. I don't know, because I can answer the question in 2 ways. The scariest episode I filmed as an actor, starting Doctor Who, was the first 2 episodes we filmed with a wonderful director, which was the time of Flesh and Stone, and the time of what are they called? What's the other part? Time of Angels. I knew that. I was just testing if you actually. And you do. So bravo, well done. Fez is a real. They're in the show. And as an actor, I was deeply petrified. And then actually, I think, in terms of, I think the scariest monster for me is the angel. So therefore, I think maybe that, or, I thought there was some really scary monster stuff in, crikey, it's called, it's episode 1, season 2, Day of the, oh god, there's astronauts in the title. The Impossible Astronauts. Again, testing if you knew you did. The next test, there's 3 tests this evening. Yeah, they are. Yeah, what's your scariest episode?
For me, it's the astronauts too, because
Yeah.
well, it's a Statue of Liberty when it turned into this giant weeping angel.
Yeah, that was cool. See, that's Stephen's brilliant mind, you know. Cool.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Come here. Yes.
How did the silence blow up your ship?
How did the silence? What was the last part?
Blow up your ship.
Oh, blow up my ship. Well, basically, yeah. Well, are you referring to episode 13 of season 1? Which is basically what it all come back to, because they were then part. What happened?
Spoiler, you don't give it away.
Yeah. And who knows what's going to happen with Peter's songs? Well, maybe they'll come back, and I don't want to give too much away. No. Basically, they were working as some sort of cruel cult. But actually, in the end, they turned out to be quite nice. This is the great thing. In the end, they were like on the silence, and the Doctor kind of hanging out and Daleks. It's all to do with the Daleks. Basically, in Doctor Who, blame the Daleks. That's it. Worst answer by Doctor ever.
Yes, please.
Hi, man. Thank you so much for coming. I'm sure we're all very excited.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So my question was, so Clara only got one word to ask the doctor for help, and I was wondering what your one word would be to describe this whole experience for you and why. Also, my friend made you a bow tie. I hope you got it.
Cool. Yes, I did get both on it. What one word to describe my whole experience in Doctor Who?
Yes.
Wow. These are really tough questions. One word to describe my experience in Doctor Who. Wait. This is a word born of Latin and of Time Lord. Geronimo Splendidus. The plural is Geronimo Splendidly, which means Super Geronimo. I mean, there's a whole language, but I won't.
The first question was my stepdaughter, the second was my son. We're huge fans.
Wow, you've kidnapped the people that asked.
We'll return them later.
Yeah.
My question is, how do you feel about Peter Capaldi's doctor having a relationship with River Song?
Don't ask. I'm really possessive over Alex. And listen, I said this to Stephen. I was like, listen, just not Alex. Anyone, but don't give him riddle. But Peter is the doctor now, and the doctor rules. And hey, it's what can I do? What can I do apart from watch and be like, people used to turn up in fezzes. I don't know really. I think it's an exciting journey, and I think that Stephen will be planning things that are going to unfold over the years, and I think he'll reinvent the sort of the folklore, and it'll be Peter's folklore. But I'm really proud of the fact that Alex was part of Number 11's life, my wife.
So as you look back over the years, was there a favorite moment, maybe on screen, off screen, that maybe behind the scenes?
Yeah, God, I mean, so then we had an amazing time with me, Karen, Arthur, and Stephen, the executive producers. We came over to America for the first time, and we did a screening in the East Village in New York. And we sort of thought like no one would turn up, and we went, holy mother of Joseph, what the Americans like Doctor Who. We all sat there and went, whoa, they really get it, man, and they're really into it. And that was really exciting. And I think the first screening in Wales that we had was really nerve-wracking. And then me and Stephen and everyone, and that guy Bondi who you just saw, we went to watch The 11th Hour at Stephen's house for the first time, and that was with my mum and dad, with Karen and Arthur. And that was quite exciting.
Hello, sorry for the problem. It's not a screwdriver. I don't know where it meant to. Anyway, hi Matt.
Hi.
So, your regeneration on Doctor Who was one of the most sad, but also the most beautiful things I think so far, because up until that point, I feel like he couldn't say goodbye, he couldn't accept change, and in the end he's so peaceful. And it was really great to see him go out that way, but I wanted to know what you thought about that change and what gave him his peace at the end, and also how your doctor changed throughout your entire time.
Right, okay. Thank you very much. I have to, I'm struggling to hear the questions as clearly. It's nothing to do with you, I think it's the mic, so forgive me if I repeat myself asking them back. But I think I heard, you're talking about my regeneration.
Right.
And sort of me going out, please. Well, it was a sort of Stephen thing. I think when you look over the history of Doctor Who and stuff and previous regenerations, and I think he was really interested in it being quite simple. And I thought one of the real moments in it, I was really pleased when Amy Pond came back into it. I think and that was really nice. But for me as an actor, I mean, being really honest with you, I did loads of really different takes. So I was quite surprised to see that was the take that they used, because I thought they might go with something else. Because we did a lot of different takes, and we did a lot of different versions of that ending, and a lot of them were really troubling, and I quite liked them. I'm going to get in trouble now from everyone in the media. They're like, what are you talking about Doctor Who when you've left? That's what they went with, and it was sort of interesting. So yeah, and as an actor, you sort of, I think your job is to offer up as many options as possible, which is kind of what I tried to do. And I don't know, what gave me that piece at the end was, it's strange. Like, I mean, imagine if you're dying, and imagine if you're facing the world and the people you love, and you have that real serenity, like old people have it, like Grandad has it, like there's a sort of peace to them, and a serenity, and a quality, and they're comfortable with their life and who they've been. And I think there's something in the Doctor going, and also the key point, and this was the big thing that kind of Stephen always says, is for the Doctor, he doesn't go, I'm dying, he goes, I'm living. And I think as the actor, you have to be unselfish and go, the Doctor's not dying, it's just, but as an actor, you're going, burning up inside, but the character lives on, and will go on, and beyond me and Peter and everyone else. I met loads of kids today, and they're like, 40 years' time, there'll be another Doctor. It's strange. Anyway, I'm rambling. Sorry.
Is there anything in the world you would give Doctor Who up to have?
Giving up Doctor Who's hard. I love Doctor Who, like, I love this show, and I love what it is and what it represents and stuff, but I always wanted to be a professional footballer. Colin Sacco. I love that, but I feel quite happy and fortunate to be Doctor Who. You know. I mean, there's a couple of girls I might consider it.
Space travels and you travel to another parallel universe and you find out Brad Smith, what would he be doing other than acting?
Ooh. What would I be doing? President of the United States.